On page 378, we start talking about the brainstem. First of all, what are the three parts of the brainstem? Medulla oblongata, pons, midbrain. So you need to know the parts of, you also need to know what else would be located on the brainstem. 10 of those 12 cranial nerves are located there. Bunches of cranial nerves on the brainstem. What's the, I am on page 383, starting with medulla oblongata. Here's what we need to know about the medulla.
Oh, you're going really fast. Where's the brainstem and cervical nerve?
All right, let's slow down. Brainstem, three parts. We need to know that 10 of those 12 cranial nerves come off of the brainstem. There's a picture of it on page 384, 385. What's the function of the medulla? That's something you need to know. What's the function of the pons? You need to know that. What's the function of the midbrain? You need to know that. When we get to the, well, I'll say that. 388, cerebellum. You should know where the cerebellum is located. You should know the arbor vitae. And you should know what the cerebellum does. What's the function of the cerebellum? Looking on page 390, we talked about the diencephalon. You should know what three structures make up the diencephalon. They are the thalamus, the hypothalamus, and the epithalamus. It's another name for the epithalamus. Pineal gland. Pineal gland. So you should know the function of the thalamus, the function of the hypothalamus, the function of the epithalamus. We're also going to add to this, since it's closely attached, the pituitary gland and the infundibulum.
How do you spell that?
Beats me, it's in your book.
What is it called?
Infundibulum. Look for the pituitary and you'll find it. It's the stalk that attaches the pituitary to the midbrain.
392.
Thank you. There you go. Infundibulum.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Cerebrum on page 393, starting on 393. We need to be able to list the major lobes, no doubt. We need to know the functional areas within these lobes.
Functional areas.
I mean, okay, let's start in. Look on 394. Look on 394. First of all, you obviously need to know that there are two cerebral hemispheres that are connected by a structure called the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum connects them. You do need to know what the longitudinal fissure is. It separates the two hemispheres, right? So you should know the longitudinal fissure. You should know the central sulcus. You should know the lateral sulcus. Those are three major landmarks on the cerebrum. Longitudinal fissure, lateral sulcus, and central sulcus.
And the corpus callosum separates the...
The corpus callosum connects the cerebral hemispheres. It's the bridge, remember?
Yeah.
It is one of those tracts. We talked about 3 different types of tracts. We'll come to those here in a second. Hold on. Just hold on. Looking on page 394. Looking on 394, you've got the different lobes. You see them? Frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal. We also have the insula. Over on page 397, take a look on 397. There you see the corpus callosum. And on 397, the different areas. This is what I'm talking about by functional areas. We need to know each of these functional areas. If I give you that diagram, you should be able to label any of those functional areas.
Top and bottom?
Top and bottom.
So,
I can tell you right now, the labeling will probably occur on the lab, but I'll ask you function on the lecture. What's the function of the primary motor cortex? What's the function of the visual association area? What's the function of, okay?